Use the accompanying table of data. Blood platelet counts of women have a bell-shaped distribution with a mean of 255.0 and a standard deviation of 65.2. Using Chebyshev's theorem, what is known about the percentage of women with platelet counts that are within 3 standard deviations of the mean? And then, what are the minimum and maximum possible platelet counts that are within 3 standard deviations of the mean? So, first thing is that according to Chebyshev's theorem, the proportion of any set of data lying within k standard deviations is always at least 1 minus 1 over k squared, where k is any positive integer or number greater than 1. So, in our question, it says that we are 3 standard deviations of the mean. That means within 3, that means k is going to equal 3. So the first thing that we need to do is to do the following. We say 1, we know that k is equal to 3 because that's 3 standard deviations. We're going to take 1 and then subtract 1 over 3 squared, which is equal to 1 minus 1 over 9. Okay, so if we do this on our calculator, we're going to take 1 and then subtract 1 divided by 9. And then we get the following. We get 0.8888, and that's repeating. Okay, so they want us to round it to the nearest integer. So the first thing we need to do is we need to multiply this by 100%. So we're going to take 0.888, and what we're going to do is just going to go ahead and go to 3 decimal places and multiply that by 100%. And then that's going to give us 88.8%. Now again, they want us to round to the nearest integer, so therefore that's going to be 89%. So therefore, we're going to say that at least 89% of women have platelet counts that are within 3 standard deviations of the mean. So let's check our answer, and there is our result. Now it says, what are the minimum and maximum possible platelet counts that are within 3 standard deviations of the mean? Okay, so what that means is we want to find out 3 standard deviations below the mean. Well, we know that the mean is given in the problem to be 255.0, and the standard deviation is given to be 65.2. Okay, so if we want to find out standard deviations below, it's going to be the mean minus 3 times the standard deviation, and the mean plus 3 times the standard deviation. So if we take 255.0 and then subtract 3 times 65.2, okay, what do we get there? So if we take 255, subtract 3 times 65.2, then we get 59.4. And then if we take the mean of 255.0 plus 3 standard deviations times 65.2, then we get 450.6. So let's put our values in here. So we have 59.4. Okay, so the minimum value is 59.4, and the maximum is 450.6. And again, they asked us to round it to 1 decimal place. Let's check our answer, and there is our result.